Okay, my name is Kailyn Gerringer, and I'm going to be going through the FillBot for our group's project for the oil change scenario. Quick component rundown here. We have the Arduino, which is going to be operating with a distance sensor here, a servo motor here. We've got our DC motor here, and then a breadboard kind of tying everything together. Essentially, what's going to happen is the FillBot will receive a signal from the interface bot, identifying, hey, it's time for you to start your job. Once it receives that signal, it will get to work. It's going to gain a couple pieces of information with that signal, one of which being the oil reservoir tank size. So the FillBot will approach the oil reservoir and use the distance sensor to measure the bottom of that reservoir and kind of compare that is accurate and empty. And then the oil fill claw and DC motor will begin to operate. And essentially what's going to happen is once the motor turns on, it's given that run signal, the oil fill claw will articulate to 90 degrees and begin dispensing oil. Simultaneously, while this is happening, the distance sensor will be measuring to a max threshold. Once that max threshold is met, the oil fill claw will then articulate back to 0 degrees, and simultaneously the oil pump will stop pumping. All of these inputs and outputs can be seen in the code here. We have motor pin 1 and 2, which are located at 10 and 11 pins on the Arduino as outputs. We have the echo, which is located at 12 as an input, and the trig as an output. Just kind of scrolling through the code here, you can see what this code is doing. Once we get to a certain threshold, the motor will stop, and this forces the servo to articulate back to 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do now that you've kind of seen this code is begin the function. So as you can see, this will simulate an empty tank or reservoir of oil. And as we fill the oil reservoir up, we reach our threshold, the fill claw articulates back to 0 degrees, and the oil pump stops dispensing. Now, if we go back to reference our code, we can see that the signal, which is cleanup bot, is being sent to the interface bot to articulate, hey, my job is done. I'm ready for the cleanup bot to spring into action. That's all I have.